All right, we're just getting started with the treatment here. Hopefully everyone can hear us now. We weren't getting the audio the first time around.
It's not when you get big, folks. Don't get big.
All right, so before turning on the live, we did a scanned around on Shawn's arms and shoulders here, and we found these spots, these muscles where there's some sort of lack of activation or where they're guarding and protecting because of different injuries he's experienced over the years. And now we're going to stimulate these muscles to teach his brain and nervous system to start using them at an even higher level. And there's two parts to this. There's, of course, muscle mass, which Shawn has developed, and then there's the neurological signal to engage and activate that muscle mass. And that's what we're working on here, working on increasing his ability neurologically to activate, to send that signal, improve that mind-muscle connection so that he can activate these muscles here, not only to get the most out of his workouts, so he can engage that muscle and train it so that it continues to grow. It also allows him to keep those muscles active in a way that they'll be able to protect his joints. They work like the shock absorbers that they're supposed to be to protect his joints, so those elbows and shoulders can continue to feel good for that next training cycle and beyond. All right. So we did a little bit of a warm up there. Now we're going to come over and train some triceps.
1 second.
So you can see the spots here. We got deltoid, tricep, and we got the forearm extensors there on the left side to protect that elbow. We got trap, upper trap, a little bit lower, more mid trap. Then we got on the border of the scapula on that right side, and then we got right tricep. Then we got right forearm flexors more there. And now we're going to get set up here. Now we're going to get set up to do some more work, get into that tricep workout. So this is both rehab and training at the same time. Neuromuscular re-educating, resetting those muscles, and really the nerves, the neurological pathways to engage those muscles at a higher level. All right, getting set up here, selecting the right handles and the weight. And now we're going to get going. All right, we're getting a little load on there, and then Clay is going to turn up the machine.
Change the frequency a little bit. More hypertrophy and strength range. So it won't be as quickly as spicy.
So we're turning it up here.
As soon as you feel like that 7 or 8 range, you need to do a set of 15.
Going up, taking off like a rocket ship.
Okay. A little more on the machine? Yeah. Second.
Turning up the power and ramping up here as he gets into it. right.
Bit of a different feeling with that different frequency. So we do the 500 hertz for our surge and our rehab, and that just floods those nerves with all the signal they can take. Now we're at 75 hertz, which is more in line with what the nervous system sends anyways. So it's kind of what you're already activating, but on a much more louder level. Went from acoustic to electric now, we're turning you up.
Okay.
Is that way all right?
Yeah.
A couple good questions about what's happening here and what the machine does. So when using this machine with athletes, we're able to help them recover faster from different injuries, surgeries, and increase muscle engagement and muscle recruitment with less weight. So when we have injuries, any sorts of injuries that happen, from car accidents, from impacts, injuries that happen in the gym, in response to that, the brain and nervous system lock down certain muscles. They create tension to brace and guard muscles around that injury and restrict movement. And then the brain and nervous system also will shut down other muscles, and that's why you can get atrophy. So you have this combination of stiffness and atrophy that is no good for long-term supporting the joints and helping to move without pain, and certainly no good for building or maintaining muscle mass. And so here what we did, first of all, we scanned around and we found the muscles, the specific nerve pathways where he wasn't able to engage and activate those muscles, where he wasn't recruiting as much, those specific segments and parts of the muscle where he wasn't recruiting as much. And now we're activating those, teaching him to engage those areas, teaching his brain and nervous system to be able to engage those muscles, to increase recruitment there so he can use them, so he can challenge them to be able to build and maintain mass, and to be able to turn them on to improve movements, improve movement patterns, and be able to protect his joints. And the other cool thing is that when he's using it, he can turn up the current here to get more muscle recruitment as if he were lifting very heavy, but he can do it without having to lift as much weight. We got JR saying Brad Rowe is the king of this. Yes, Brad Rowe uses this machine. Brad is actually who connected us with Shawn here. Big shout out to Brad Rowe. The electrician, that's right. So that's one of the other benefits of this, is that when you're using it, you can get that muscle recruitment as if you were lifting very heavy weights, but without having to put nearly as much weight on the bar or as much weight on the stack here, so there's less risk of injury. It's not just about throwing weight around, it's about quality and about longevity here. Being able to do it for a long time without getting stopped and having to pause because of injuries. We'll put the tag here for those of you who are looking to learn more information. Put in the tag here for the machine. So here, when we're engaging so much muscle mass with the machine, we don't have to use as much weight. We're having to pretty light on the stack there. He'll go higher still. Of course, he'll go higher, and it's more of a warm-up, but even that, we don't have to go up as high. Let us know if you have any questions. Biggest questions are all Mr. Olympia 2022. Those are the two. Oh yeah. 2-2. Good question. Did he have an accident, injury during training? So during the rest period here, can you give people one car accident and a little bit of both?
I had back in 1993, I cut 9 tendon. I don't talk much about it, but you know, for years it kind of hindered me from, as you can tell, like my finger, it's hard at times for me to keep it straight. At times half my hand go numb where I can't feel the weight. So if I'm not wearing a strap to grab the weight, or I have to secure myself before I start my set by making sure that I'm holding the weight in my hand before I do a set of press, or I have to make sure that my spotter is aware that my grip is not what it's supposed to be, and that's from cutting 9 tendon with my hand going through a car windshield. So, but I managed to bypass all that over these years, and I just don't think about it. It's there, but it's not there.
And then a little bit of other stuff on this arm. That's a little bit of training injury, wear and tear. Yeah.
You know, I've been lifting since I'm 16, 17 years old. I'm 46, so you look at all the time in the gym of, you know, moving a lot of weights and, you know, training shows after shows, depletion, and just keep going. I mean, these things are going to happen. So this has been just a nagging since 2018. Prep, and at the end of the day, our goal is to be better. My goal is the next time I step on stage to be better than I've ever been. This is the time for me to address those issues, or those minor little, you know, wear and tear from being 46. But that's never stopped me, but I can always be better.
And then when are we going to see you on stage next? Is that planned yet?
Hopefully 2022. That's the goal right now.
Okay.
292. This is the heaviest I've ever been off-season wise. We're in shape. I was 309, 310. Dropped down to 285, now back up to 290. And, you know, it's been a learning process of figuring out how to take my, you know, physique to the next level, kind of Super Saiyan mode. And, I'm still learning. I think this sport, basically, you got to learn to kind of change with the sport, and you know, how hard or how much can you push your physique to the next level. And you know, these past couple of years, I've been able to figure out how to get myself to that next level. You know, great support from Dogs, Christosito, and Stanimal, and just working. So it's a work in progress constantly, and it can only be better from here.
That's right. Even with with the winning Mr. Olympia, all the top fives, all the other victories, you can still be learning. That's a true master. We got to acknowledge Shawn here.
You got to be coachable.
Yeah. That's true mastery. Always strive. You're never there. It's always climbing higher, always finding the next peak on the mountain. So we got to acknowledge you for that. That's awesome. Don't stop. Keep going, champ. Amen. He's going. All right, so we did more work on the elbows and arms, and now we're coming more shoulders and back here. Posterior shoulder, backside of the shoulder, and definitely working those lats and the back muscles.
little more. 90%. Let's get 5 more. Good work. Let's rest it.
All right.
You got up to 100 on that.
Got up to 100. Got up to 100 on the machine during that one. That is no joke.
That's before lunch, folks.
That's right.
Get hungry, stand hungry.
We'll come back on and share some more later in the day. Thanks, everybody.
There ain't gonna be no later today. Shawn Rhoden died because of steroids, insulin, and diuretics. And I always warned bodybuilders to not do it. Watch.
Most of these motherfuckers ain't honest. You know what I'm saying? They just Phil Heath, all these Mr. Olympians, they all take steroids, right?
They lie about it.
They lie about it. So, you know, that's wrong. And then these young people, they see that and they say, oh, I want to be like him. I want to actually, I saw your recent videos. You were saying like, don't take steroids to these young people. You know what I'm saying? Why you take steroids? Why you take steroids? Why you sell your soul to the devil for just trophies which fade away? Righteousness being with God will be forever.
I'm retired anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Oh no! Yeah, but still, before you did it for trophies and money.
No, I did it for what you see. All these people in line to wait.
Huh? Why you people take steroids? You know, because this to speak. Okay. This beautiful. Yeah. No, but I ask you, normal question. My friend, normal, without, I know you Floyd Mayweather fan too, you say hard work, dedication. Why you take steroids, my friend?
I don't even know you. Like, why are you asking me personal questions?
It's not personal, I just want to know.
It's a personal question.
Why you take steroids?
Because...
Why you take steroids, my friend? Why you take steroids?
Because...
Oh no!
It influenced a lot of people's lives in a very positive way. If you don't think it's positive, it's your opinion. But it was something
Steroids are positive? What's wrong with you?
You might get swollen in a mug when you're on steroids, but in the long run, you pay a price. It causes internal bleeding in the liver. It's called peliosis hepatitis. Steroids can alter cholesterol levels, which can cause a heart attack. To all them youngsters, you better not take steroids if you ain't want to die young, like that bodybuilder right there.
But you
listen, don't sit here and preach to me, okay?
Don't I do whatever, I'm a fighter. You want to fight, we can fight.
No,
I'm talking to you like a fighter. You want to fight, we can fight.
No,
I'm talking to you like a man. I'm talking to you like a man.
Don't sit here in front of me. Leave.
I'm talking to you like a man. Don't take steroids. You're a role model of a kid.
Okay?
Don't take steroids. Brother, don't take steroids. You want to fight? No, these younger people, they think like you got to take steroids in order to get big. But that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? It might be impossible to be 250. You got a 6.
At least try it without it.
Right.
And at least give it your all and see how far you can go without it. And you might go further than you ever would imagine. But once you try it, you can't go back. You can't, you know what I mean? You already did it.
Right.
You know, you can't go backwards. So it's like, give it your best all.
Yeah.
Give it all you got, natural. See how far you get, and you might get farther than you ever thought.
The only man in the world who can do handstand push-ups with his fist on concrete.
Roger, tell these motherfuckers subscribe to the Prophet channel.
Oh, they got you.
I love you to death, and I will always love you, my father, because you didn't see what I had, you see what was deep in my heart.
Prophet muscle.
Subscribe for more.